Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Beached Club. I'm Sherilyn Korber. I'm an indie author and the author of the paranormal series Beached, which is set in the fictional upscale town of Bonfire Beach, South Carolina. You can purchase my books at Amazon, Apple Books, Barnes& Noble, Google Play, and Kobo. And if you'd like to have a personalized signed copy, you can contact me directly and buy directly from me. I'm happy to do that. The first two books in the Beached series are available now, and I've been working on the third book this summer. Every Friday evening throughout the summer, I've been posting a video sharing fun info and backstory on my favorite characters and places in the Bonfire Beach world. I give an update on the progress of Book 3, and I do giveaways. So welcome. If you enjoy my videos, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. We are winding down for the summer, and I have to be honest, I am already mindset shifted to fall. I have fall on the brain. I am drinking my fall coffees. This has been a fantastic summer, but I am ready for fall. Is anybody else? This is our second to last Beach Club gathering of summer 2022. I had mentioned in last week's video that there were a number of characters I wanted to share with you and that I would be doing that in the last of our summer videos. So tonight we will be talking about Bonnie Storm, the mother of my main character, Stacy Storm. And after that, a progress report on the third book in the series and then giveaway. So here we go. Bonnie Storm. Bonnie has been extremely intriguing to write. I've mentioned before that some characters sort of take over their own development. That happened with Chelsea, the owner of Cafe Peach Street. It's also happened with Bonnie. The difference between Chelsea and Bonnie is that Chelsea is like a shiny ray of sunshine, very positive, very likable, and Bonnie isn't. And I don't mean to say that she's a villain, although really I guess it depends on how you look at it. What I mean, I guess, is that Bonnie is an enigma, even to me, after two books and into a third. If you've read either or both of the Beached books, you're familiar with Bonnie. Bonnie raised Stacy as a single mom, along with help from quite a few paramours throughout Stacy's life. The Storm surname came from the man Stacy spent the first 5 years of his life believing was his father. Bonnie was pregnant, she told Bruce that he was the father, and they got married. They divorced when Stacy was 5. Bruce was hardly a fatherly type, and Stacy was afraid of him and didn't like him, so it was really no great loss on his part. But after Bruce left, Bonnie told Stacy that another man was his father, and she actually took him to meet this man, who, in front of Stacy, rejected him as his son and walked away. Inside scoop? Watch for this man in season 2, just so you know. Anyway, there was a revolving door of men in and out of the Storm household as Stacy grew up, and one of those men was out of the picture after only a few months, but he took Stacy under his wing and treated him as his own right up until his death. And after his death. That man is Craig, and we will be talking about him next week as part of our summer finale. But because Bonnie's focus has always been whatever man happens to be in her life at any given point, Stacy grew up innately understanding that he came second. And in adulthood, he and Bonnie have a very strained, very distant relationship. Bonnie has also been in denial of Stacy's psychic abilities ever since they made themselves known when Stacy was 16. But while she disapproved of Stacy using his gift to make a worldwide name for himself, she hasn't hesitated to accept all the financial support that his fame has been able to provide her. They never see each other. She still lives in Cincinnati in a home that Stacy bought for her, and he never goes back to his hometown. They speak very rarely. When they do, Stacy is resentful of the opinions and influence that she tries to inflict upon him, yet deep down, he yearns for her to be a true mother figure, even though he's nearly 30 years old. Bonnie, however, lacks the ability to see herself and doesn't believe that she has ever done anything wrong. I've spent a lot of time figuring out what makes Bonnie tick. There are some aspects of her story that I'm still exploring and that may come into play in season 2. What I do know is that Bonnie was estranged from her family at a young age, and being on her own, she did whatever she could and whatever she had to survive. She's always been a worker. Up until Stacy made his riches, she's always worked 2-3 jobs at a time. She's a high school graduate, but college was never in the cards for her, and so many of her jobs have been very low paying. Stacy's biological father is wealthy, and she had hoped once Bruce left that Stacy might have been her ticket to an easier life. When that didn't pan out the way she thought it would, she began using whatever resource made itself available to her in the form of male companionship. Let me emphasize, Bonnie has never been a prostitute, nor will she ever be. That's not the case. But if a man caught her fancy, she didn't hesitate to move him into her rental house so he could help foot the bills. And with so much focus on survival for herself and for her son, Stacy got lost in the shuffle. It may also be that she herself had some resentment that he didn't prove to be the meal ticket she thought he might be. At the same time, she could have easily left Stacy behind, but she didn't. There's a part of Bonnie that wishes for this family stability she didn't have. Unfortunately, she just never understood that that took work, and she didn't know how to make it happen, and she still doesn't. Stacy's an adult now. She still sees him as a child that she can tend to whenever she has the time and energy, who won't know any better or any different. Dealing with his psychic abilities is even now far beyond what she's equipped to cope with. And sadly for Stacy, her refusal for the longest time to even acknowledge what he was struggling with and that he was trying to grasp that he was different and he didn't know what to do, that brush off caused an even greater wound than her disregard of him in favor of all of her men. So there's a lot of hurtful history and a lot of unsaid emotion between Bonnie and Stacy, all of which is coming to a head in the next few books of season 1. Overall, Bonnie is a tragic figure. She's sad. It's hard to like her, even with the understanding that I myself, as the author, have of her. She actually wasn't supposed to be as indifferent and neglectful of a mom as she turned out to be. At the same time, I feel sorry for her. To say that life has been not quite easy for her would be an understatement. And as I look ahead to season 2, especially knowing how season 1 wraps up, I'm looking forward to bringing her more into the spotlight. And that is another sneak peek to watch for. I'm getting closer and closer to the end of season 1, little by little. I think I mentioned before that season 1 will be comprised of 6 books, and the full outline of book 3 is just about complete now. I've been bouncing around, writing scenes out of order, going with the ones that really excite me, and a lot of times that also influences the outline. I haven't yet sat down and written out each and every scene and sequel. I talked about that method earlier, which I learned in the Udemy course that I took on novel structure. But as each scene is written and more of the outline is filled in, I can see that at work. And I accommodated in my plotting. So I'm sort of doing it in my own fashion, I guess you could say. I'm really excited for this book, and I am hoping and planning and pushing to have the rough draft finished by the end of the year, so I can go through the edits and the rewrites and release it early next spring. That is the timeline as of right now. I know that things happen. I know that life happens. This whole summer happened. I was really wanting to be much farther along in the process by now, and I am disappointed in myself for letting the summer get away from me in terms of writing. I accomplished many other things that needed to be accomplished as building blocks, so the summer wasn't a total waste. But I have let myself and my readers down in not getting this next book out on the timeline I had set for myself, and I deeply apologize for that. It is time to buckle down. For next week's video, the summer finale of the Beached Club, I am planning to do a cover reveal if the design is finished by then. My cover designer is hard at work on it. If the cover's not ready, I'm still going to do a title reveal because that title is set. And I'll be doing a live read for you of the first chapter of the 3rd book in the Beached series. So I hope you come by for that, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, giveaway time. Tonight's giveaways are the weekly Bonfire Beach decal. Here's what it looks like on paper. Here's what you get. We've done this every week all summer. And we are also doing the halftime, I still can't get the angles right, the halftime sports bar pint glass. There's paper in there so you can see what the decal looks like. There you go. You can see it. We did a second go around with the Cafe Peach Street coffee mug earlier, but we never came back to the pint glass. So here we are. Here's another chance to win one. The winner will receive a brand new unused pint glass, which is not this one. I'll be sending a brand new one from the Sherilyn Korber Teespring shop, which is Beached by Sherilyn Korber, if you'd like to go have a look. There is some additional merch there that I had hoped to have in by now to give away, but that has not happened. So that's something to look forward to in the future videos after the summer. It is available for purchase now, however. So if you'd like to have at it. Go for stock up, get what you like. To enter tonight to win tonight's prizes for the decal, comment down below and tell me what your best memory of this summer is. And to win the pint glass, comment and tell me one fun thing that you are looking forward to this fall. So decal, what is your best summer memory this year? And pint glass, what are you looking forward to for the fall? Winners will be chosen at random. You may enter to win both prizes, but you can only win one. All entries must be posted by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, August 30th. All right, everybody, that's it for tonight. Next week is the summer finale, and there is a lot that's going to go on in that, so I really hope you come by Till then, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you soon. Take care.